What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. And although there's not really much content to talk about the New York Giants, I do kind of want to go over our favorite topic, which is Daniel Jones. First of all, I want to say thank you for watching, guys. If you could do me a favor, haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links are in the description below. I will follow you back. So thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. But let's talk about Daniel Jones. What can we expect from Daniel Jones in year 3? Now, I've made no bones about this, man. When I do content or a post game for the New York Giants, or I'm doing a live stream, there's no doubt I wear my heart on my sleeve a ton for the New York Giants. I'm a very emotional fan. I have a lot of ups and downs, and I've been very high on Daniel Jones. I've been very low on Daniel Jones. And as we approach this season in year 3, I really don't know what to think of Daniel Jones. What can we expect of Daniel Jones in year 3? The fan base seems to be split on this. Some feel he is the guy, some feel he isn't the guy. Now, like I said, going into last year, I felt like Daniel Jones was going to be a top 10 quarterback. Felt like he'd be in the Pro Bowl. Felt like he was that good. Felt like his physical gifts are that good, and I still feel that way. I feel like his deep ball is one of the best in the league. I feel like he's very accurate, and I definitely feel like he can run with the best quarterbacks in the league. There's no doubt about it. He can make plays with his feet. He can make plays with his arms. My contention with Daniel Jones is that I feel like sometimes the NFL moves too quick for him, and he's slow in processing plays. He's slow in making decisions, and that kills you in the NFL where you have a split second to make the decision. And that's why I go into the season this year cautiously optimistic. We've heard all the reasons why Daniel Jones failed or regressed last season, although some people tell you, well, he had a good year, Baddog. He cut down the turnover-worthy plays. The guy threw 11 touchdowns. Let's not get crazy. Okay, he did not have a good year. Okay. Still very inconsistent. Some days he looks really good. Some days he looks really bad. Of course, the defense has a lot to do with that. But let's take a look at some of the reasons everybody says he fails, and they're legitimate reasons. New coaching staff. There's no doubt about that, man. The guy was a rookie year 1. He's year 2. He has to come in. He has to learn a whole new coaching system, a whole new playbook. And he has to do this without the regular training camp, without the regular preseason games, without the mini camps, the OTAs, obviously with everything that went on. He didn't have all the resources to really learn this that quickly. So there is a good chance that he struggled getting acclimated to Jason Garrett's playbook. There's no doubt about that. That is a legitimate concern. The other concern is, hey, he doesn't have a pure number 1 receiver. Darius Slayton is a nice number 2, and Darius Slayton had a nice rookie season, but that's not Darius Slayton. He's not a number 1 guy. You know, who else is out there? Sterling Shepard, and then who else? Old Golden Tate, Austin Mack, a guy that was undrafted out of Ohio State. Who else is he throwing to? Evan Ingram, who leads the world in drop passes. No Saquon Barkley to hand the ball off to. Young offensive line that had 3 rookies playing on it at times this year. They're all good reasons. They're all good reasons for why Daniel Jones did not succeed. But at the same time, when people tell me the receivers aren't getting open and they're not getting any separation, I want to ask you, seriously, how do you know that that's the case? And the reason I say that is when you're watching the game, the only thing that they show most of the time is where the ball is going. You don't know if that receiver was open the split second before the camera gets over there. You don't know if that ball was late getting there and allowed the cornerback or the safety to close on the ball. In the NFL, you have to throw the receiver open. You're not always going to be streaking free down the field. It's not the way it works. It's not the Big 12. It's not college football. You're not going to see guys running wide open 5 yards ahead of the nearest defender. That's not the way it goes. So if you actually surveyed the entire field on every play, how many times was there an open receiver that Daniel Jones didn't see because he just went with his first read and he made the throw? How many times did he let a play actually develop? How many times could he actually let a play develop before he was getting swallowed up by a defensive line? I understand all of this stuff. You can take a look at a couple of quarterbacks, guys like Dwayne Haskins and Josh Rosen. Their team didn't even give him a chance. They felt like they were so bad. They said, you know what, after year 1, nope, we're drafting Kyler Murray. After year 2, nope, Dwayne Haskins, get out of here. You're no good. You're not our guy. Those are 2 top 15 picks right there, right? There's guys that look at Josh Allen. And they say, look at the step up Josh Allen took when he got Stephon Diggs. And I get it. But Daniel Jones does not have the arm of Josh Allen, the instincts of Josh Allen. He has the legs of Josh Allen. And I do feel like Daniel Jones is a little bit more accurate than Josh Allen. But overall tools, Daniel Jones don't have what Josh Allen has. Now, Entertainment has made this a great comparison, and that's Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield pretty much had a very similar situation. So if Giants fans are going to compare Daniel Jones to somebody, compare him to Baker Mayfield. If Daniel Jones is going to succeed this year, and like I said, I'm going in cautiously optimistic. I feel like the Giants are going to build the offense around this guy. I feel like they're going to get a number one receiver. They're going to get Kyle Pitts, I hope. But you know what I'm saying. They're going to go out there. They're going to get a number one receiver. They're going to fix the offensive line a little more. They're going to have a healthy Saquon. They're going to put pieces around Daniel Jones because they know that this is a make-or-break year for him. They got to know what they have after 2021. Okay. But Baker Mayfield, same thing, had a very good rookie season, statistic-wise, but, he had his ups and downs as any rookie would. Took a major regression year two, major step back with a new coaching staff and everything else. Not a great offensive line, pretty good running game, but again, not a great offensive line, not really a pure number one receiver. I don't really know if he has that now. I mean, Jarvis Landry's kind of getting up there. Odell Beckham's been hurt, but, they did go out in year three, and they got a great offensive line. They drafted Jedrick Wills. They added Conklin to the line, and they made the line a lot better. They told Baker Mayfield, play within yourself. Just do the things. Let the running game handle its business, and then you do what you have to do. Make plays when they have to be made, and I feel like that's what the Giants should do with Daniel Jones. Just let him make the plays that are there to be made. I also think that they need to stop holding him back because for some reason I feel like coaching staff is telling him to be a pocket passer. Daniel Jones, to me, can't just be a pocket passer. Daniel Jones has to go by instinct, just like he did in Game 1, the first game he ever played against Tampa Bay. I know people say, well, they had no film on Daniel Jones. They didn't know what to expect from Daniel Jones, and that's probably true. But if you go back and watch that game, Daniel Jones just played football. Daniel Jones just went by instinct. Daniel Jones wasn't trying to think too much about, oh, my God, if I do this, this is going to happen, or I do that. I swear to God, that's what he's doing. I feel like he thinks too much. I feel like if Daniel Jones just went back and reverted to just playing quarterback and just looking things over really quickly and having confidence in himself, because sometimes I don't feel like Daniel Jones has confidence in his throws. I feel like Daniel Jones got confidence he'd be a much better quarterback. I really think that that's a big thing that's holding him back. I feel like he's unsure of himself a lot of times when he drops back in the pocket. He's unsure if he's going to be protected. He's unsure if he can make that throw. He's unsure if the receivers can make the catch. I mean, how many freaking drops did we have this year? So the whole thing with Daniel Jones, it's very interesting going into 2021 because, again, the physical tools are there. He doesn't need to throw the ball 90 miles an hour. Man, he don't have to have a Josh Allen arm. He doesn't have to have a John Elway arm. He doesn't need incredible arm strength to make these throws. But he has great touch, and he does throw a good deep ball. But what Daniel Jones does have to do because of the lack of arm strength is anticipate where the receiver is going to be, and he has to make that throw earlier than he wants to. That's really, and he has to have confidence that when he puts that ball out there, the receiver's going to run the right route, and when the receiver turns around, the ball is going to be right there. In year three, what do we expect from Daniel Jones? Again, it's hard for me to say because I've been on the fence with this, man. I've been on this side of the fence that he's going to be great. I've been on this side of the fence that he's not the guy. And there's no doubt about it. I'll be the first one to admit it. This year, I'm going to do this a lot. I'm going to be like, oh my God, Daniel Jones, look at him, man. He's amazing. What was I thinking? This guy can play. And then he's going to have a game where he's really bad and go, God, my God, this guy stinks. That's just how I am. I wear my heart on my sleeve with the New York Giants. People think I'm a Daniel Jones hater because I'm overly critical of him. And I always say I'm overly critical of him because I like him. Because I expect more of him. Because I know what this kid has physically. And I know that if he could just get it together between his ears and have confidence in what he's doing and process these plays faster, he's going to succeed. And that's why I'm cautiously optimistic that he can do this going into 2021. They're going to have OTAs, God willing. Things are going to be normal this year. Normal OTAs, normal minicamp. Another year under Garrett's system, another year with the offensive line that's going to have a year to get themselves together. And we all know the offensive line dealt with a lot of things going on with the coaching staff and everything else. So their old line coach getting fired and blah, blah, blah. This year they're going to go in and there's going to be a lot more stability. They've got a year under their belt. I expect them to improve. And with Saquon Barkley back there, and let's hope he stays healthy too, and let's hope Daniel Jones stays healthy. But with these things all coming into 2021, there's a good reason for me to be cautiously optimistic that Daniel Jones can take a step forward and can take a big step forward going into year three. And if he does that, the New York Giants are going to win a lot of games. Well, when I say a lot of games for us. I think the Giants can win 9 or 10 games if they're healthy and Daniel Jones does what I think he can do. I easily think they can win 9 or 10 games and win this division. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. I really don't. What we do in free agency and the draft is going to be very interesting. Looking forward to it. But I just kind of wanted to put that video out there. And, of course, I want to know your opinion, guys. What do you think for Daniel Jones in year 3? Does he take a step forward like Baker Mayfield and like, Josh Allen? Or does he regress to the point where he becomes the next Josh Rosen or Dwayne Haskins? Let me know what you think in the comments section, guys. As always, I really appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. It's Bad Diggity Dizzle, and I'm out. Peace!